unfortunately that piece that was there, it dislodged when I was clearing all of these layers around here. So we've got what looks to be like 2 bits of tile, and this is a big, I don't know, bit of York stone or something. Didn't expect to see that. It's heavy, really fucking heavy. But yeah, it's just doesn't fucking make sense. I really don't get what I'm looking at, and why did I find that tile there? Have I found like burial ground or something? Yeah, I'll kind of leave that there. I'm gonna have a bigger dig and be back because I'm really running out of battery now. Okay, right, this is the end of my dig for, what's the date? 6th of September, I think it's day 5 on my dig. I'm going to leave that there for today. Yeah, I've dug out a lot, and effectively, basically what I pulled out was this York stone or whatever it is, these pieces of what appear to be like a tile. I've got quite a few of them, and I know where there's more in there. It's just I've kind of left it because I'm getting quite a pile of dirt at the moment, and I could really use these being cleaned, all these stones, so I can see what I'm pulling out of there. Because like I say, there's a pattern to everything. Different layers produce different sorts of stones. I don't know what the fuck this is, because I was pretty convinced it was a mud fossil, and to be quite honest, I'm not unconvinced that it isn't. It's because there's some really weird rocks that are coming out of it, and each layer is just producing the same sort of rocks. I mean, like I say, I could be a million miles off, but I don't know. But whichever way, that tile is really fucking cool, and I'm so glad I found that. I'm going to take that home. We'll try and get date on that, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But I reckon that's between 12 and 1500s. Might even be Roman. I honestly don't know. So yeah, cool. Right, I'll probably be back here another day soon. Alright, ciao for now. Good morning, it's the 7th of September, probably about 10:30 in the morning, and I'm back at my dig site that I've been working on. After yesterday's discovery, I'm just going to take it a lot more seriously, because that was amazing, finding a medieval tile, which I have looked into, and it's dated somewhere between 1000 AD to like 1500, but I have found a standing stone elsewhere with date 1482 on it, so it could date to around that sort of time. Might be a little bit older, but I have looked around the local area, and there are a lot of big stones which match the one that I've pulled out of here, which is what I found with the tile, and this would be medieval like tile as well, possibly tile clay work. Yeah, but yeah, the standing stones that probably made up this building that's been removed here, probably during Cromwell's era, because he did ransack a lot of buildings. Could be wrong, you know, I'm not great on that sort of side of history. It's not something I've specialised in, and to be quite honest, what I've learned over the years, I'm not too sure about the timelines or anything. It's all, yeah, a lot of things just don't make sense. But anyway, regardless of all of that, I initially came here thinking it was a mud fossil, and to be honest, I'm not going to dismiss that, because I've found some very odd stuff. I mean, I've got a pile of stones at home that look like they just look like pieces of meat, like literal meat, much like these, which I've probably taken out a shot, but they literally look like pieces of meat. That looks like it's got a bit of bone on it. I bought some stuff to sort of clean up the stones, but I've pulled out distinct stones from certain areas which resemble meat, fat and bone. I pulled these out of the same area yesterday. This one looks like some sort of ball joint. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, and I've got a black fossilised bone at home, which looks very, very old. But that came out with this, and this looks like look at that. Can you? I hope you can see that, the white. But it appears to be some sort of bone to me. Yeah. So that looks like it was the other piece of the ball joint, and it snapped off here. Once again, I could be wrong, but I found it with it, so it says to me it's part of the same thing. And I pulled this out yesterday as well in the same place. I don't know if it could be the same thing. You know, you see the texture and everything's the same, it looks the same, but it looks like it's been changed to be used as a tool. So it's intriguing what I'm pulling out of here. It really, really is. But I mean I mean this as well. This to me looks like it could be a bone. Like, you see, these it could be a piece of that, because that's in the same pile as these. See, I've pulled stones from certain areas of what I've pulled out. So yeah, I mean that looks like that could be a piece of a ball joint. Fuck me, that does look. Wow, look on the back of that. Yeah, you've got two indentations there. I mean, this to me looks like a piece of bone. Fossilised and turned to flint, but that looks, yeah, that looks to me like a piece of bloody bone, definitely. And that looks to me like it could be piece of, because like I say, that came out the same place as that. I've got another piece here. This came from further up. See, same thing. See, you've got this bony colour, which looks like that could also be some sort of ball joint. Maybe not for that one, because that's way too big. But it's the same. It's exactly the same. But yeah, it's really, really intriguing. So this is a piece that I found, which I think's some sort of skin layer. It's a very, very thick skin layer. So I've found a few of these, but you see like the indentations in it. I hope you can see the indentations in it. Sorry, I'm not very good at like voice-overy work. I am just me. I just do what I do. That could be another piece. See, because I haven't washed any of this up until today, because I just wasn't taking this seriously. I was to a degree, but not completely. See, it just looks like blood on bone. Fuck me, this is cool. But yeah, after yesterday, I'm taking this very, very seriously. But yeah, I mean, what I initially found, which really alerted me, was this thing here. I'm hoping you can see that. I don't know what it is, but as it was sort of forming, you can see, like, I don't know, but it took its own shape. As I was digging into it, it took its own shape, and I just followed where it wanted to go, which is what I do. These things, they sort of like, they have a feel to them. It's the same with this as well. I don't know what this is. It's some sort of stone, or was. It's gone soft, and I've got something here as well. but I'm going to come over to this area again at some later point, and I'm going to continue working on where I have been down here, because this is where I found the medieval tile, and I don't know if you can see in there, that is clay work. But why it's in the middle of this, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to carry on and I'll document bits and bobs as I go along. But yeah, I'm quite serious about this one now. It's turned out to be really cool. Yeah, thank you. I'll be with you soon.